So our next guest is someone who is just a tremendous friend of mine. He's one of the smartest guys I've ever met when it comes to the e-commerce business. And one thing I have to warn you about right now, get a pen and paper ready. Now the cool thing, these slides are all going to be available to you, but this man's training is always completely, unbelievably powerful because he shows you exactly what he's doing in his business, the results he's getting, and what you need to do. Please give a big round of applause for my good friend and incredible marketer, Mr. Ezra Firestone.
See you, brother. Thanks. Bring it in. Thanks, man. You got the dongle? You guys left all these eggs for me to throw. One more? All right. I can't really be just giving away all their prizes. Sorry, front row. How you guys doing? Good? A couple growls? Grr. When Branson gets up here, you guys should totally growl at him. Inside joke for those of you who were here last year. So, hi there. I'm Ezra. I'm happy to be here with you today. I'm going to show you some cool stuff. What an amazing room of people. Wow. So this is Jason and I playing a little Rochambeau. I really like that game. I won a cup of coffee in that game there. These guys are some bad dudes, Matt and Jason. I mean, they're like some really bad dudes. I'm talking motorcycle and a t-shirt bad. No, seriously, these guys are, let's give them a round of applause. Let's give them some love. They've created just a monster. I mean, a really great monster. But just when you think about how many lives they've touched and how far this community spreads, it's really amazing. And I don't know where you guys went, but I really appreciate you for putting this together. Everyone, take your hands, put them on your hips. Right here, right? You should get some wings. Go ahead and just rub elbows with the person next to you. That's what you're here for. At the end of the day, that's what you're here for. Your relationships matter. What you will get out of this conference, I'm going to give you some really good how content. I'm going to show you specifically how to do some things. If you're just getting started, if you're already a sophisticated e-commerce business owner. But this is your last day at this conference, and if you have one agenda here, it's to make one good relationship. All of the success I've had in business has come from people I've met at events, really. So it's a really good idea to try to make one connection. And in life and in business, it's your relationships that matter, your personal relationships, your business relationships. Those are what bring you fulfillment and success. And also one thing to remember is that you're already in a good place. I mean, like you have 4 days to come to Vegas and hang out and talk about your business. So you're starting from a good place. Even if your product's not live on Amazon, even if you're not making money yet, you're in a much better spot than the rest of our society because you're here and you're paying attention to this stuff at a time when almost no one else is. Yeah, it's cool. Arr. I will never live that down. I get emails, literally, I get an email and it just says G-R-R-R-R-R. All the time. That one's going to go on forever. I mean, grunting really is an underrated form of communication, I think. So I'm happy about it. I'm going to teach you, I can teach you how to sell, and that's what I'm going to teach you today. I've been selling since I was about 5 years old. We used to take surplus goods. Like, you know how there's the Super Bowl just happened? Well, the team that didn't win the Super Bowl, they still made all these t-shirts that showed that they won, because if they had won, then they needed to have them to sell right away. So we'd get all these surplus goods, things like that, and we'd pack them into our truck at 4 in the morning. We'd drive down to the flea market. We'd make sure we got there early so we could get like a corner spot so that, because our traffic source was the flea market people. That was like our source of visibility. We didn't have Amazon, and so we wanted to make sure we had the best spot where people were walking. We'd build our tent, and this wasn't these pop-up. Today you have these like pop-up tents. We had to it was difficult. And we'd put our stuff out on the street there. And I was drawing crayon versus marker, running split tests, and I was. So I've been selling for quite a long time. The only difference today is that I just build my stores online, and I'm using the internet as my source of visibility. And actually, my family has been in the merchant business, in the retail business for generations. So my father was a flea market merchant. His father was a clothing merchant. He had a clothing store on the Lower East Side of New York City on Orchard Street in the 50s when all the Jews were selling shmatas, were selling rags. And his source of visibility was his source of visibility was Orchard Street traffic. And then his father, so my great-grandfather, what he would do is he would go from his country in Poland in a covered wagon. He'd buy a bunch of leather. He'd put his 3 boys in the back, my grandfather being one of them. He'd drive them 2 weeks to the neighboring country. He'd have that leather turned into boots, and then he'd drive that back for 2 weeks, and he'd trade those boots for more leather, and he'd just kind of live on the spread. And so we live at a really interesting time. Like, all of the generations of merchants before us had localized visibility sources. They could only get sales from their local market, or literally the people on the road if he was driving his wagon, you know? So we live in a great time, and business and tends to be about timing. And I'll tell you a little story. I used to play poker for a living. This is actually a picture of me when I was 19. I really was trying hard, man. I had the curl going. That was a deliberate curl. That didn't just happen. No. I was trying for that curl. I was making sure that thing was there. So I used to play poker for a living at these underground clubs in New York City, and I liked to play. I got pretty good, and I got invited to this high-stakes game. And these were like, underground, sort of not necessarily legal games. And this one was run by a guy called Vinny the Limo. And you had Sonny Franchise and Frankie Bananas and Timmy the Tooth and Louie Lump Lump. You had all these guys, right? Slick back hair, wads of money, gold chain. And they called me Johnny, how you doing? Because I was really young and I was really nervous, so I would just say what they would say, which is, how you doing? How you doing? I just kept saying it all the time. What was interesting was that I couldn't win at this poker game for the life of me. And I read a book by a guy called Barry Greenstein. So when I get into something, I really get into it. I read all the books, I study it, I try hard. And that's an interesting thing, is that, sort of a bit of a side note, the one skill that you want to have as a person and as a business owner is the skill of mastery. And what that means is it's literally just the willingness, the willpower to sit down and put your attention on one thing for a certain amount of time consistently. You want to get good at an instrument? Pick that thing up and play it every minute, every day, not every minute, every day for 30 minutes. The things that you pay attention to in your life tend to grow, and the things that you ignore go away. If you ignore your relationships, your intimate relationships, those things dwindle, right? So the things that you put your attention on tend to grow. And the problem with me in this poker game, so I was, putting my attention on poker, trying to win. I was doing well, but I couldn't win at this poker game. And the problem was, so I read this book. And he said, well, why don't you try showing up later? Showing up after everyone's had a chance to lose some money and have a few drinks, And so that's what I did. I started showing up at midnight, and immediately I started winning. The problem was that I just wasn't good enough to be playing against these guys. I had to wait till they were drunk. And then I started winning. An interesting thing about e-commerce, right? Who knows about my brand, boombycindyjoseph.com? It's a cool brand. Okay, so a good chunk of you. For those of you who don't know, I'll tell you the story. This business exploded. It just absolutely exploded. And I'll tell you why. So in America, there is the baby boomer generation. It's the largest portion of our demographic population. So it's the largest group. There's about 70 million of them, and half of them are women. And in most Western societies, men are valued for production. So as we get older and as we age and as we produce more and make more money, in the eyes of society, we get more power. We get accoladed for that. And people are like, yay, you're doing great. And we're considered suave and debonair. And there's all these things. It's a little easier to be a guy in our society. Women, on the other hand, and this is not a viewpoint that I subscribe to, by the way. This is just how society views men and women, are valued for youth and beauty. And they're told that, hey, at a certain age, this power that you have in the world goes away. And everything out there is anti-wrinkle, anti-age. This thing that's happening to you is bad and you need to stop it. And all this crap that's not actually true. And so we have 35 million women, largest part of our group of our population who are all having the experience of everyone telling them that this thing that's happening to them is bad and wrong, and they need to stop it, and their body's aging on the outside faster than they are on the inside, and society treating them different as a result. And so what we did was we said, you know what? That's a bunch of bullshit, pardon my language, and we're going to reframe that. Yeah, give me some love. That's good. Worked out well. Marketing is messaging, you guys. Messaging. Messaging is everything. Communication is everything. If you can get good at it, you'll become a good marketer. I'm going to show you how to do it today. So we created a pro-age cosmetic that is sheer. It's about celebrating you as you are now. It's not about trying to hide what's happening to you. And so it went really, really well. And the reason why this worked so well is because it was the right time for that message to that group of people. And our products are phenomenal. People love them, and they're really high quality. So you have to get good stuff. But it was the right time for this message. So in the world of e-commerce, where we fit into the life cycle of e-commerce, I've been in e-commerce for about 9 years now. And when I got started, there was about 4%. By the way, just to give you a little bit of a heads up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some context, and then I'm going to tell you how to do a bunch of stuff, and then I'm going to leave you with what's coming in the future. So right now is the context portion of the speech. So when I got started, and I'll give you these slides, and a bunch of video tutorials and stuff. So when I got started, there was 4% of total transactions being done online. And in the last 6 years, up to 2014, that doubled. So of the total transactions, of all transactions that happen in the United States, as of the end of last year, 8% were done online. By the end of 2015, it'll be about 9%. So that's e-commerce, the opportunity, the total opportunity for selling just in the United States has doubled since I've been online. Now, I went to Amazon. I love this baby. I love that they have a baby in here, training him to be an entrepreneur, or her to be an entrepreneur. It's like, you know what, I'm starting them early. I heard that baby earlier. It made me really happy. I was like, we got a baby in the room. Is there only one baby in the room? We should all find out who that baby is. It's going to be a smart baby. Yeah, this right up here. It's going to be a very smart baby. So what they told me is that they're projecting that global e-commerce will double in the next 3 years. So this is $1.25 trillion being sold online. They just raised up the lights. We had a mood going. And it's going to double. So the opportunity is only getting bigger. And get this, right now, in any first world country, if you are a person who has a physical product, you can retail that to anyone else in your first world country. Commerce has nationalized. When I started selling, commerce was local. Through the internet and the digital medium, commerce has nationalized. Through Amazon and Alibaba and all these other sources over the next 3 years, commerce will globalize. And so what that will mean is you as a merchant in your country will be able to retail to anyone else in any first world nation. So it's pretty incredible. Like, the opportunity is not getting smaller. And that's why I say, hey, there's my business partner, Mike. Front row, baby. That's nice. Give Mike some love. Yeah, he's a good guy. That guy's, thank you. I appreciate that. Mike Pereira, that guy, he's been around for a while. He's awesome. So the point here is that you have not missed the boat if you're just starting now. I've been watching e-commerce. The trend is just, I've been in it for 9 years, and it's just getting, every year is just bigger and bigger and bigger, and it shows no signs of stopping. And the reason is because they call it the technology adoption curve. And when I got started, we really only had query-based opportunities. And what that means is that right now, if you're an Amazon merchant, the only way that you sell products really is when someone types in a query and looks for those products, right? Now, we have the opportunity to have contextual traffic. So what contextual traffic is it's basically a visibility source where someone was not looking for you. They did not search for a dog bowl. You targeted them based on what you know about them. And the reason why this was not available before was because, we had it. Google had a display network where we could target people, but the only information, the only data point we had on those people was what website they were visiting. So if they were visiting a website about cats, then we could show them an offer about cats. But now with Facebook, we have thousands of data points on every person. And I'm going to show you a little bit about how to leverage that. So we have all these data points that we can use to target people. So it's really exciting that not only are more people buying, but we continually have more and better ways to get our messages in front of those people. And it's really not that hard to sell stuff. I promise you. I'm going to talk to you about the long game. I'm not going to make my promise yet, but I will in just a moment. So Facebook called me up because we spend a lot of money on their platform, and we're doing some, we're developing some stuff on their platform. And they said, man, what are you guys doing? Because whatever you're doing, we want to know about. And so they called us in, and they had us come and talk to their development team of the people who run, who are responsible for the Facebook advertising platform. Because Facebook likes physical product business owners. They want us to succeed. Eventually what's going to happen is Facebook's going to roll out things like having people's credit cards on file and allowing you to just buy something right from your news feed. Like, Facebook wants to be a commerce platform. And so we should use them. They want me to tell you to use them. Go there and tell these e-commerce business owners to use our platform. So that's what I'm doing. So here's what we're going to cover today. I'm going to tell you about channel marketing, which I believe is should be your single focus in e-commerce, and already is your single focus in e-commerce if you're an Amazon business owner. For those of you who are just getting started, who don't have a product live, which is like more than half the room, by the way, and congratulations to you guys for showing up here, for putting the work in, because I know those first 6 months are the hardest. When you're just getting started, you haven't made that first sale yet, you're unsure, you're feeling insecure, it's hard. So I'm going to give you a campaign where you don't have to spend any money to get a whole bunch of reviews for your products, and at the end of the day, the reviews make you sales. So I'm going to give you a campaign that you can use. It's going to be cool, yeah. And I've got a video tutorial, thank you. And then for those of you who are more advanced, for those of you who already are on Amazon and doing well, I'm going to give you a sales funnel that is my favorite sales funnel. It's the one that we use first in every business, and it's like by far the most effective advertising model that I have ever seen. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about Pinterest. And I will give you 6 things to do at the end of this talk. I'm going to say, go do these 6 things, and if you do them, you will be better off. What's up, Ann? How you doing? All right, cool. I know all these people in the front row now, so I'm just like, see them, I want to say hi. This lady here, look at her. Yeah. She's super excited about those 6 things. There's a convenience deception in business. Anyone who's going to tell you, click a button and I'll launch your product and get you 100 reviews and this and that, I mean, I've seen it forever in the SEO world, in the AdWords world, in the Facebook world. As long as I've been in this business, there's been this convenience deception, these one-click, push-button things. Don't fall for that stuff. We're playing a long game here, guys. If you're not looking at least 2 years ahead, you're not looking far enough. This is a tortoise and the hare race, and I'm the tortoise, and I'm just like slowly taking these steps, I'm just walking along, and I end up being like extremely successful. So slow down, play a longer game, look a year or 2 years ahead is better. If you're looking 2 years ahead, then you're looking about the right amount. And if you don't have a vision for 2 years ahead, I'm going to show you how to make one, but you want to be looking further than just, I want to make a sale, I want to sell some products on Amazon. It's like, where are you going? Do you want products more products in your line? Like, what's your agenda? Do you want multiple Amazon businesses? What are you trying to do? I've been in the e-commerce business for a very long time. I sold my first e-commerce store for several $100,000 back in 2012, early 2012. So I've been in this game for a very, very long time. And in my experience, there's one key to success in e-commerce. There really is. I've also seen a lot of really, unfortunate things. I've seen a lot of people go out of business, and it's really sad. Friends of mine, the key to success is diversity. Diversity in your business. And that could be diversification of the ways that you market your Amazon business. Diversification of the channels that you use to sell your products. So maybe not just Amazon, but you can't be solely reliant on one single strategy. If you are, you can, but that means you have a single failure point, and it's a very dangerous and shaky place to be. So what I want you to do is embrace channel marketing. Channel marketing, it's like, I'm going to tell you about it. So in e-commerce, there's really 3 pillars as far as I see it, and the way we look at our e-commerce businesses at Smart Marketer. And we start with pillar 1. And if you follow these 3 pillars, you'll have a very successful e-commerce business. Pillar 1 is Amazon, and man, is that ever the best place to start in e-commerce. It's so dang easy. You have ASM. You are doing just fine. Just follow that model. And the beautiful thing about Amazon is that it's both your visibility source and your platform. It's both where people are looking for you and where you collect the sales. So it's quite easy to get set up on. It's quite easy to start getting visibility on. It's quite easy to make sales. It's like, highly recommend starting there. And you guys obviously agree because you're here. They've got a lot of traffic. 100 million Americans shop on Amazon every single month. And then they've got traffic off of Amazon. They own IMDb. They own all kinds of things. They're very, very big players. So that's pillar one. Pillar two is when you build your own platform. So you've got Amazon doing well, you're making 15, 20 grand a month or whatever it is, and you want to now move off of Amazon and solidify your brand and by building your own platform and your own community. We like Shopify for that. Now, when you have your own platform, you can leverage all kinds of visibility sources. The beauty of your own platform is that you keep all of the customers, all their data, you get the community, you get the email list, you get to market to these people, and it's just, it's a much more valuable asset when you have your own platform that's generating $15,000 or $20,000 a month than if you have Amazon generating $15,000 or $20,000 a month, because Amazon could knock you out at any time. If they like your product, they'll say, do you want to go vendor central? And if you say no, they'll say, okay, well, we're going to either kick you out or we're going to go find your supplier, whatever they're going to do, you know. So you want to be on Amazon, you want to keep marketing on Amazon, but you also want to start considering at some point having your own platform. And there's a bunch of different ways to market it. Google Shopping, Google AdWords, content marketing, comparison shopping engines, organic traffic, product listing ads, Pinterest and YouTube, stuff like that. I'm going to teach you guys about one specific strategy. And this is not relevant for those of you who have not yet started. I understand that, but I want you to know where you're going in this business. I'm going to give you guys a review campaign that you can use to grow your business on Amazon. But eventually you want to understand all pillars of e-commerce. An e-commerce platform has a bunch of pages. You've got a home page and a store page and a store blog and a product detail page and a checkout experience and all kinds of different pages, pay-per-click landing pages and survey pages and engagement pages. And the thing about a platform, having your own platform, is that it's not enough to just have a high-converting, well-built platform. You need to have marketing and automation layered on top of it. You can slap up a Shopify site, but if you don't run any traffic to it, or you don't have any post-purchase automation sequences and stuff like that, it's not going to work for you. Now, pillar three, don't worry, I'm giving you the what, not the how. I will give you the how quite shortly. Pillar three is contextual traffic. It's when you're using social traffic and a sales funnel. So social traffic is Facebook, right? And when you're running any kind of traffic at all, you have your traffic source, right? So that could be Facebook, it could be Pinterest, it could be Google. And then you do your targeting. So you're like, who do I want to put my message in front of? And then you create your ad creative. So you're like, well, what is my message going to look like? What kind of image am I going to use? What kind of text am I going to use? And then you optimize that towards a goal, either a product sale or an email opt-in or something like that. And you send these people down a sales funnel. And I'll talk a little bit about this. But I just want you to know that there is more than just Amazon. While we make a whole lot of money on Amazon and we love Amazon, in the 2-year vision of your business, you want to solidify your brand by also having your own platform and looking beyond Amazon, but not until you're doing tens of thousands of dollars a month. So stick with Amazon until you're doing that. Now let's talk about, so that's kind of like the pillars of e-commerce, the different opportunities you have as an e-commerce merchant. But I want to talk about what you need to run a business successfully. It's something called the ladder of intimacy. I call the ladder of intimacy. Now this is not the ladder of intimacy. This is intimate here, but it's not the ladder of intimacy. Look at that guy, come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that up for as long as I can. Poor Charlie, man, he gets teased. The reason why Charlie gets teased so much is because he's such a good guy. And he knows everyone, he's a connector. There's a book by Malcolm Gladwell called, I think it's called Blink. It's The Tipping Point, it's called The Tipping Point. And it talks about different types of people. It's a really good book if you're interested in it. And Charlie is one of these people that knows everyone. He's a connector. So if you want to know anyone, just ask Charlie. So the ladder of intimacy. I now understand. So the one that I see is what's coming up next. So that's awesome to know. Thank you. Now I will be a little bit more on cue with my slides. So the ladder of intimacy is basically like your ascension plan for your business. Now I will show you our ladder for an Amazon business. The way we do our Amazon business is, now obviously, when we rank on Amazon and we're making organic sales from people typing in our keyword, then we don't do this because they just typed in our keyword, they found us on Amazon, they bought from us, and now we don't really have their details unless they engage with our package insert, right? So we send a package insert with our products that go out. If they engage with the package insert, then we can get their email address and follow up with them. But basically what we do is we go for an email opt-in. That's our first goal. We want to get people on our email list. Then we offer them to buy our product for a very cheap amount, for $1, and we follow up with them to get a review through a similar campaign to the one that I'm about to show you. Then we make an offer for 20% off one of our products. Could be a different product, 20 or 30% off. And then we might do a full price offer or a recurring subscription offer, and eventually on to additional products and a webinar. So we're thinking beyond the initial sale. Everyone knows that you need traffic and conversion, right? You need people to know about you, and then you need them to buy from you. So you need, like, first people have to know you exist, people who are actually interested in what you have to offer, and then they've got to say yes to whatever you're offering. But in order to have your business actually do really well, you want them to come back and do business with you again. And I'm going to talk to you about that as well. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go through what I call the purple pillager. But first I want to tell you about the approach that we use to e-commerce, which is the slow growth approach. I want to plant the seeds to a mango tree and water that tree every day for 6 months or a year and have that tree grow and fruit mangoes for my family to eat for generations. I want a consistent, stable business. I don't want to be out trying to spear a fish every day, and then sometimes I catch a shark and he bites me or she bites me. Sometimes I catch, I don't know if you catch a shark with a spear, but you want a consistent business. And so the things that I'm going to teach you, they create stability. I'm not going to tell you quick, fast things. I'm going to give you actual funnels, actual things that we use in our business consistently, because the other thing that I think Fladlian said this yesterday, that guy was charismatic. That guy's awesome, by the way. I had a chance to hang out with him a little bit last night. Give it up for that guy. Yeah. What businesses have are repeatable processes, right? If you want to see a result, you just repeat a process that works over and over and over. So for those of you, I'm going to cater to the majority of the room first, and I have created a video that takes you step by step through this. So I'm going to walk through this not super fast, but quicker than, if you were going to actually try to set it up along with me. Obviously we only got 20 minutes for that. So I've created a video that you can watch that'll take you through step by step. But what I'm going to give you is a funnel that you can use to generate reviews for your products without spending any money. This is the first funnel that we use on every new Amazon business that we launch, and it works really, really well. Called the purple pillager. Don't ask me why. It just was, you know what I mean? So what the purple pillager is it's an email that your friends send to their friends. It's a friends of friends review campaign. So they send an email to their friends, which then goes to a video of you talking about your new brand and your new product and how you want to give it away to your friends. They have to enter their email address to get a coupon for it. Then there's a thank you page that has all the details of how to buy, which has a super URL on it. Then they go to Amazon, they buy your product, and you follow with them and get a review. This is what it looks like. You've got the email, you've got the video opt-in page, and when they opt in on that page, they get put on what's called an autoresponder, which is a thing that sends them a couple emails to remind them to purchase your product from you. Then they go over to a thank you page, then to Amazon, then to buy your product. So that initial email that your friends are sending their friends is, hey, so this is your friends to their friends. So basically, go to Charlie, because Charlie has a lot of friends. And get Charlie to send this to his friends. And you know what? I'll bet you if you ask him to do that, he might do it. Charlie, just stand at the back of the room. Everyone's going to come up to you. They're going to ask you to do this. So, hey, my friend just launched an awesome new brand of this kind of product on Amazon. As a way to get the word out for her product, for a new business, she's giving some friends away at a discount in exchange for an Amazon review. Now, you may not want to say, we actually changed the wording from in exchange. So in the video, you'll see it's different wording. She has a limited supply to give away. I got one, I thought you might like one too. Basically, the way it works is you go to her webpage and you get a coupon, then you use that coupon to buy the product on Amazon, then after you get it, you leave a review on the Amazon page. Here's a link where you can see what the product is and get all the details in her story. I hope you enjoy it, and then you throw some scarcity at the end. Also, please let me know if you decide to get one because she only has a few and I want to send this link to people who are going to do it. Of course, no pressure, but if you don't want one, please just let me know. So look, the idea of selling your products at a discount to get the word out about them and get reviews is nothing new. Everyone knows that, right? But the practicality of actually doing it can be difficult sometimes. So this campaign is consistent and it works. It's like the best campaign that we have for this where you don't have to spend money. Of course, we have campaigns where we spend money, and it's a whole lot better than deal sites and stuff like that because you're getting friends of your friends. So you can tell them that when they leave a review that you want it to be a long review. And we get some of our best reviews this way, some of our longest, most detailed Amazon reviews from this strategy. So, you know, we may only end up getting 25 or 50 of them doing this, but they're very, very high quality, and that's why they're effective. And a lot of these people have Amazon Prime accounts, buy a lot on Amazon, review a lot on Amazon, so they're really good quality people as well. They're not just some random person off a deal site or some random person off Facebook, though Facebook is the second highest form of quality when you're running this campaign. So then you go to a video page, and I'm going to show you how to build this page. And it's just literally a page inside of lead pages. You go into lead pages and you create this page, and I've got a video that actually shows you how to step-by-step set up the page. And on this page, there's a Facebook retargeting pixel, which allows you to track everyone who lands on the page and send ads to them if you want. And, yeah, see, the baby loves this. She's like, yeah! And you've got it integrated into an autoresponder. For those of you who this is basic for those of you who are, you know, the 25% of you guys who are doing really well, you just wait, because I have something that I'm going to show you that I showed at my mastermind. I did a mastermind before this event, and I showed this, and I was like, look, guys, so one lady was like, you're not going to show this on stage, are you? And I said, well, I don't know, maybe not, but it was just like too good not to show, so I'm going to show it anyways. Yeah, it's coming. But hey, look, for those of you who are, thank you for the applause, I appreciate it, but for those of you who are don't yet have your products launched, get excited, feel good about it, but just do this. Don't do that. You know, don't do that yet. You know, don't try to do too many things at once. Just get your reviews. So it goes to this video page. The video page is connected to a, I'll show you back here, connected to an autoresponder. So when they opt in and they enter their email address on the video page, it sends them a couple emails. And I wrote the sales video script for you. You literally just copy this script, and you know what? If you don't want to record a video, if you're afraid of Camtasia and PowerPoint or ScreenFlow and PowerPoint to create your sales video, then you can literally just write this out in text on a lead page. You don't even need the video if you don't want. Basically what it says is, hey, you know, you're seeing this video because you're a friend of one of my friends. Thanks for taking the time to watch it. I just launched a new product company. Our products are amazing because of these reasons. We started this company because of these reasons. We're launching the product on Amazon. We're looking to get the word out. And one of the ways we're doing that is by selling some of our products to our friends at cost and asking for a review of the products. The way it works is you enter your email address on this page, and then we send you a coupon for 99% off. You then use that coupon, and you purchase our product on Amazon. After you receive it, we'll follow up with you and ask you for a review. Now, we're really excited about these products. I think you'll love them. Thanks for helping us out. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the product. Just so you know, we've got a limited supply. So if you want one, please get it now. We're giving these on a first-come, first-served basis. Again, thank you so much for helping us out. It really means a lot. We're a family-owned business, and we're launching this product with the support of our community, and Amazon reviews do a lot for us, etc. So this script is tried and true. It works. Use it. Then, when they say, they're like, oh, sweet, I'd like to help out a friend of one of my friends and get an amazing product at the same time, I'm going to enter my email address. Well, when they enter their email address, the first thing that happens is you put them through an automation. So on this page, if you don't know what lead pages is, it's a landing page builder. It allows you to build landing pages. And on this page, you connect that to what's called a CRM, which is a thing that stores your emails and sends emails to people, stores your customer contacts and sends them emails, connects them to an autoresponder. And the thing about this autoresponder that you have to remember is there's no way to pull them off of it after they buy. Because Amazon will not automatically send us a notification saying, this person just bought. So we can't automatically pull them off of it. Now, we have some ways that we get people off these autoresponders by like saying, hey, come back here enter your order number in this box and your email address so we can connect them. But for this campaign, you won't be able to see who bought. So you only want 2 emails to go out. The first one goes out immediately, and it's literally just a confirmation email that says, thanks so much, here's your coupon. Or if you're doing it a little bit of a smarter way, thanks so much, here's your one-time coupon. Now, Amazon just rolled out the ability for us to do one-time use coupon codes, which means that when we release coupons, they can't get stolen by a deal site and all of our inventory goes away. So you may have to, yeah, it's so awesome. We've been waiting for a long time. And what we're building is a way for you to create all those coupons and then have them go out one-off automatically through automation. But right now, the automated way of delivering those one-time use coupons isn't available. So if you're going to use one-time use coupons, you actually just, when someone opts in, manually email them, here's your one-time use coupon code. And then the second email is, hey, by the way, we're running out of products. If you want one, please make sure to use your coupon. Then they go to a thank you page, confirmation page. So after they enter their email address, they get a couple emails. That happens automatically, but immediately they land on what's called the thank you page. And this thank you page literally just walks them through what you want them to do. Congratulations. Thank you so much for claiming our coupon. Here's what you got to do. Click this button, go to Amazon, put it in your shopping cart, and then step 2, enter your coupon code here, and it just shows them how to do it. And it's got a super URL. Every one of those links is a super URL. Now remember, guys, I created a video for you on this that walks you through all of it. So I'm going to keep going. If you're confused about any part of it, there's a video. And this part here, so that's really the whole funnel. Just go one more. We'll go back. This is the entire funnel. Email to a page that tells them what's going on, to a thank you page, over to Amazon, and then you follow up with them with the ASM email tool, ask them to give you feedback or a review. Now, I actually included the slides from our video. I'm going to just click through them, but just so you know that in the recording that I'm giving you, all this stuff is in there, the whole video slides, so you can see exactly how we laid this thing out. Shows you what to do. Hey, this is one of our main focuses. We just launched this new product on Amazon. The way it works is we just launched a new product on Amazon. The way it works is you enter your email address here to get a coupon. You then use that coupon on Amazon. We're really excited about our product because of X, Y, and Z. And just so you know, we've only got a limited supply. So please, we welcome all feedback. Please try our product. That's the Purple Pillager. So again, the way that works is you create your slides and record your video. You build a lead pages opt-in page with a video on it. You connect that opt-in to Aweber or a CRM. You add an email autoresponder to Aweber or ActiveCampaign so that when they opt in, they get a couple emails. Then you build a thank you page that they can land on, and then you attach a super URL to that thank you page, and then you give a link to Charlie to your page so he can send it to all his friends. Or ask people in here now. It should really be your friends and family. So I did a step-by-step video tutorial. Hey, I'm getting pictures taken. I did a step-by-step video tutorial on how to do that for you. So for those of you who have yet to get your product live, who's yet to have their product live on Amazon? Raise your hands. Okay. Nearly half the room. Thank you for raising your hand. Arr. Arr. Seriously, you guys got to growl at Branson. That would just, then I could be like, I was the guy who made 3,000 people growl at Richard Branson. It'd be pretty funny. So for those of you who are yet to get your product live, please do this first. It's extremely simple and it's extremely effective. You'll be surprised by how many high-quality reviews that you get from it and how well it gives you a boost and a good start to your Amazon business. And we do this first for every product we launch, and then we go on to our more sophisticated product launch models, things that Fladlian told you about, things that Ryan Moran have told you about, things that I told you about last year. You have all of the data and all of the information on how to launch products effectively. I know a lot of you are on a budget. I know a lot of you are working hard, moonlighting your business the way I did, right? Working a job and building your e-commerce business at night. So this is a way that you can get a nice boost and make some good headway without spending any money. It just takes elbow grease, right? It takes a little bit of work, but it's worth it. So was that helpful to you? Great. All right. Awesome. Thank you. All right, now for the little more advanced part of the talk. So that was like, hey, this is, if there's half the room was just getting started on Amazon, this is what I recommend you do. And then I recommend you go through Social Secrets, right? Who's a Social Secrets member? Yeah. Man, I've had so many. What was that? How can you buy it? I don't know. You got to talk to Matt and Jason about that. But I'm sure they will make it available again because it's such a good course. And so many of you have come up to me and said that it was extremely helpful for you and that you did really well with it. So I'm very, very happy about it. I don't have to be doing this stuff, right? This like speaking and creating content and all that kind of stuff. My e-commerce businesses do really, really well. I do this because I love it. I love talking to you guys. I love coming up here on stage. I love creating these courses because I get to show what's working for me, and then you guys use it, and then it works for you, and then we're all a big happy family. So just a reminder that I did a tutorial. I'll give you a way to get that at the end. Now, let's talk about what I call the pre-sale formula. And by the way, I did not invent the pre-sale formula. The pre-sale formula has been around for a long time. I'm going to tell you in just a moment about how long it's been around. So content as an advertising medium just plain works. Soap operas were created by Johnson & Johnson, Dove, and Procter & Gamble as a way to engage their community and place product placements. And, you take Red Bull. All Red Bull does, they had a guy jump from outer space. Literally had a dude, they convinced some dude to jump. I don't know how in God's name they did this. They convinced this guy to jump from outer space as a way to get the name out about their brand. It's just a big piece of content designed to sell you an energy drink. You too can have enough energy to jump from outer space. I don't know why you would want to, but it's been around for a long time. And essentially what it is it's when you do not chase the sale. You don't send someone from an advertisement to a sales page. Now, keep in mind, we still do that. We still send people from advertisements directly to sales pages and stuff like that. But our most effective advertising funnels, every single time, the ones that convert the best, get us the best customers, the most repeat business, the highest EPCs, are always this advertising funnel. And what it is it's an advertising source that goes to an article, right? That goes to like a story, an engagement piece, that gets someone engaged in a story and in a conversation that then alludes to a solution, which is our product, and then moves on to the sales page for the solution, which, by the way, can be Amazon.com. This is how we get full price sales for our product on Amazon.com from outside sources. This is the strategy. So it's an extremely, extremely effective strategy. It's called the pre-sale page e-commerce funnel. So you're sending traffic from a traffic source to a page where you're pre-selling someone on a solution, and then you're moving them over to the solution. I'm going to show you exactly how we've set this up. This is going to make you a lot of money. This funnel will make you money. And by the way, if you are an advertiser of anything, any business, anyone you ever talk to, if you're selling services, if you're selling physical products, doesn't matter what you're selling, this advertising model is extremely effective because what you're doing is you're getting someone's attention and you're engaging them in a story, and then you're alluding to a solution. So this is how we use it on Amazon, and I'm gonna walk you through the funnel. We go from Facebook or Pinterest or Google. Facebook is where you should start. Pinterest, I'm going to tell you about in a moment, to a pre-sale engagement page, and I'll show you what that looks like. Then from that pre-sale engagement page, we go over to our Amazon product. Then we ask them, we make our sale, we follow up through the email autoresponder to get feedback and a review, and move on to an additional sale. So this is what it looks like. Facebook advertisement, to a article page, to your Amazon product, to Amazon, to a sale and a review. That's the entire funnel there. Now, there's a bunch of different ways to do this, and what I'm about to show you is somewhat controversial, a little bit controversial what I'm about to talk about. And just a couple weeks ago, did we actually get the final word from Amazon that this is okay. So basically what we're doing is we're going from Facebook to a pre-sale article page through an Amazon Associates link over to Amazon. So Amazon Associates link, does anyone not know what that is? Okay, so Amazon has this thing called Amazon Associates, and you can sign up for it, and when you do and you send people to Amazon, anything they buy, you get 4% of. It's their affiliate program. You get a 4% commission on anything they purchase on Amazon. And so by doing it this way, so you cannot send traffic from Google AdWords to Amazon through an Associates link, because Amazon does not let you go from paid search placement through their Associates link to your Amazon product. And what we were afraid of, we thought, well, Amazon, it must be against the rules to send traffic to Amazon through my own affiliate link to my own product. Because I'm getting an affiliate commission on a product on Seller Central that I'm also selling. I'm double dipping. And we thought that double dipping was not, it's like when someone at the party, they take a big, wet bite of a chip. It's like dripping drool, and then they dip it back in the guacamole, and you're like, come on, man. I really like guacamole, and now it's got all your drool all over it. But you know what? It's good. I'm still going to eat it anyways. That's a little bit gross, but guacamole is really good. I had having this battle with one of the guys in my Blue Ribbon Mastermind, because he's like pushing volume to his Amazon products. He does really well, several $100,000 a month through Associates links. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that from the source that you're doing it from. And he's like, well, find it in the rules. You find the terms of service that tells me I can't do it. I said, all right, I'm going to show you. I went and I read through everything, and I could not find it. And where it said specifically not from paid search placement, which is Google AdWords, but not the way that we're doing it. And so then Mike, who I introduced you to earlier, had the novel idea of just asking them. He's like, look, bro, we know Amazon. Why don't you just ask them? So we asked them, and they responded, and they said, look, you're right. Nowhere in our terms of service does it say that you cannot send traffic from your website to your own Seller Central product. Therefore, that is not against the rules. Go ahead and do it. So what we're doing, we're not sending traffic directly from Facebook to Amazon through an Associates link. We're sending traffic from Facebook to one of our web pages that then goes to Amazon, and the link to our Amazon product has an Associates link. So what that allows us to do is track the effectiveness of our advertisement. So we have a different landing page for each advertisement. Each landing page has an Associates link on it, and now we can track how well we're doing sending traffic outside of Amazon through a pre-sale page over to Amazon and making sales. It's really effective. And for those of you who are looking to start to use outside traffic to grow your Amazon business, which I'll tell you about in a moment why it's so important, this is a really good model to use. Now, the other way that we use this model, we use this pre-sale model a million different ways. And if you just understand that generating new visibility, getting new people who are interested in your stuff, and sending them to a piece of content that engages them in a story and then alludes to a solution that then moves on to a sales page, so it's like a blog post combined with a sales page. If you get that concept and you put that in the back of your mind for later use, if you're a new Amazon business owner, or if you're a successful business owner now, you start to use this, it's the most effective sales model you can do. So here's how we do it: from a traffic source to a pre-sale engagement page to a sales page that we own, not to Amazon, through a checkout sequence where we take we collect the payment, where we get paid, and then we follow up and engage with them and offer them a different thing. So what I'm about to show you, so there's a million different pre-sale funnels. You can use a pre-sale funnel to Amazon. You can use a pre-sale funnel to your own shopping cart. I'm going to show you some crazy results. I am absolutely dumbfounded by these results. I cannot believe them. We'll talk about it. So basically, Pinterest. Pinterest is this, anyone not know what Pinterest is? Nobody? Okay, well, you guys all know. So everyone's like, yeah, we know, bro, keep it going. It's like the quietest response I've had all day. So what Pinterest does is it's like, it's this place, it's a future social network. So Facebook's a past social network where like everyone on there, you know stuff about them based on what they've done in the past, what they're interested in, who their friends are, what pages they've liked, things like that. Pinterest is all about future. It's what people want. They make boards of things they want and desire.